chant, and he's saying red.
Oh, apologize.
Today, I made a tongue-in-cheek.
Guys, we have an exclusive interview with Salvo Pancakes right here. Here we're going to be talking about the DEFNOODLES situation. We're going to talk about his hurt back. We're going to talk about how he's dealing with that, potential lawsuits, and our opinions about DEFNOODLES. So here we go.
Hate my way continues to badger me. So not only has he not apologized, Rich, he's actually done the exact opposite. He's kind of turned my physical pain into more of like a mental pain. So no, he hasn't apologized.
Okay, so he pushed you, and there's pictures on your Twitter where we can see this mark on your shoulder. It looks like it looks bad, and I'll put the picture up here, guys. And so you're still in pain from that, right?
Correct, I am.
Yeah, and then he has not apologized to you yet.
Long way, because that means that, okay, he recognizes that he did something very bad, and he feels sorry for it, and he wants to kind of, make amends, but hasn't apologized, and as your viewers probably know, has really made things worse. Multiple tweets, videos, podcasts, really just, piling on to the physical pain that can cause him on Friday night.
Yeah, so I saw you there via the live stream Friday night at the comedy club. You just look generally excited to be there. You just want to have a good time. You got on stage, hyping it up, and I feel like he handled it totally wrong. He handled it totally wrong. He should never have pushed you. If anything, he should have just gave you more time, let you talk, hype you up. And I think that, just my opinion, I'm allowed to have an opinion, you had more people there to see you than he had there for him. That's my opinion. I feel like the people who were there to see Salvo were like really there to see you. And if it wasn't for you being there, it wouldn't have been sold out. But that's just my opinion, I don't know.
Correct, your opinion is correct. Yeah, so the majority, and I mean high majority of the people that bought tickets to Def's Comedy Club were there for me. And I was excited to be there because, I assumed that he would, give me the due diligence.
Oh, hold on. I have to say this. If I don't say it, I will forget. He said, show up or shut up. You showed up. And this is what happened. Okay, I'm sorry. I just have to say that. Go ahead.
It's a great point, Rich. I mean, that's absolutely correct, right? He's been begging for anybody who's been talking crap about him online to pull up. If you're gonna tweet, if you're gonna make videos, pull up. And I pulled up, and I took a flight from Ohio to California. I left my wife and my 3 children here, and I took a flight to California to, have a roast battle with him, And I just assumed, and I was wrong, that he would be a man enough to at least fulfill his promise of allowing me on stage to roast him.
Thank you guys for being here. Who are you here for? Thank you. Who are you here for? Who are you here for? Is anybody here for Dennis Noodles? Make some noise if you're here for Dennis Noodles.
Oh, it's silent.
It's silent, Dennis. Make some noise if you're here for Red Bar or Salvo Pancakes.
And again, if he did, allow me to get on stage, not assault me, and allow me to have the microphone and roast, that would be better than what he did, even if he got roasted with jokes, even if I flamed him so hard and he stood there like he did a couple Fridays ago against Miranda and said nothing. That's more respectable than what he did, but he didn't do that. Every step of the way, from Friday morning when he made podcasts on me, when he made a video on me, when he showed me in the security footage riding my little scooter past him, he made wrong decisions, and he continues to make wrong decisions every step of the way. So to answer your question fully here, yes, I was excited. I was excited to be there. I was excited to put on a fantastic show with him. But then when he pushes me right off the get-go, it sets a bad precedent. It sets a very bad precedent.
So I watched his video today that he posted. He kept, to me, I feel like you should, because as the talent, you should have been in the back, in the green room. I feel like you should have been backstage in the green room, because that's usually how it goes. Because trust and believe, if it was any other comedian that he respected or liked, he would have made sure they were taken care of in the back, away from the audience. VIP. He just let you in through the front. They didn't bring you into the back. And then when you were in the club, he never put you in the back green room. Here's some snacks. Here's some water. That's another thing right there, him at Burning Man with no water, but we'll get into that later. But I feel like he shouldn't just have left you in the crowd amongst the people with your own fans, because they want to take pictures, they want to talk to you, and it just takes up all of your time. And you're pretty sure happy to see them, but you should have been separated from the general public there because you were the talent. You should have been in the back. And he didn't, because he said in his video, oh, he was trying to get in the green room, but we didn't want him back there or something like that. And I felt like they should have put you back there. And then...
That's what because, I was not only just a comic on the roster, I was the headlining talent that he knew was flying in. So when I show up to his comedy club, and I walk to the door, and I'm not even on the list, and I yell at the bouncers on my live streams. You can hear me yelling at the bouncers, like, call Dennis up, get his ass, let me in. And I call him in there, and Dennis tells the bouncers, oh, I guess just let him in when everybody else is in here. So I'm like, okay. Again, like, that's a problem.
It should have been, oh, go get him, bring him in, take him to the back.
Because that's what every comedy host and comedy club does for their headlining performer. That's commonplace.
Yeah.
So not only when I get in there, I was refused to go in the back. I wasn't allowed in the green room where everybody else was. I was only permitted to stay in the general section with the fans, which I loved. I loved. Yeah. But he just refused me to show me any respect. He ran out of water for everybody.
No!
In the comedy club. The comedy club was over 100 degrees in there. Everybody was packed to the gills. There was probably over 50 people legit packed into a room, and I counted it out on my live stream. It took me 6 steps, Rich. 6 steps to go from the front door to the stage. 6 steps with 50 people with no AC.
Oh, man.
But Miranda had to go through at Burning Man. Yeah. So again, from the get-go, he showed me no respect.
And I do think, and the people in the comments, I'm going to put Salvo's Instagram, Twitter, all that down below, his YouTube channel, so check him out. People are saying, I don't know if it's true or not, the rumors are circulating that if you wanted to, you could sue DEFNOODLES.
Yeah, and that's on the table. And that's
personal injury, yeah.
100% personal injury. I was legit assaulted on video multiple times, and it would be a very, very easy lawsuit, my lawyers are telling me. And that's definitely something that we're considering, because I want to take, I'm a very vengeful person, and being assaulted and embarrassed like that in front of millions of people, it's something that I have a personal vengeance for revenge, and that's something that we're planning. I want to do it. My wife wants to do it. My wife wants to take every coin from him. Trust me.
Well, listen, I think you have to get in line. You might have to get in line, but I think Keemstar's a lawsuit there too. So with Keemstar and then you. And so what do you think about other creators making videos about this situation, like Papa Gut, Xylee Gets Real? Like, what's your opinion on that? Do you want to say anything to that, or?
It's a good question, Rich.
Yeah.
It's a good question. So I think every creator should be covering this. However, cover it and do can I swear on this, Rich?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll bleep it out.
Okay. Every creator should be covering this. But if you're a creator, research it properly. Because we already had Moist Critical make one half-assed lazy video on it that got all the facts and details wrong about me. But Moist Critical Charlie was, a smart man, very kind. He said sorry. He made a whole other video, corrected all the falsalities about me. But then there's people like Papa God, who's and he refuses to really dedicate any research and any time and really any sort of effort into his content, and completely gets the stories backwards and just ignores it.
I like Papa Gut. I like Papa Gut.
I know you do.
I like Papa Gut. But, so, here we go. Are you going to go to the next? Are you banned from going to the next show? I don't think you would want to go back.
So I don't think... Yeah, so I'm not banned, but here I have no interest in ever going back, and I even want to put out a call to the YouTube community here. I think everybody should ignore DEFNOODLES roast from now on. I think every single time he has a roast, we should ignore it. Nobody should cover it. Nobody should talk about it. Nobody should tweet about it. Because he's a maniac. He's legit insane. He has sociopathic tendencies.
Oh my God.
And he is getting off on all of this attention, good or bad. And without us hate watching, making videos on it, he will literally fall into obscurity. So no, I won't go. And I probably won't cover any more roasts on my channel here.
Okay.
And I really hope everybody can kind of do the same and just let him slip away into obscurity where he deserves.
Okay. Now, do you want to talk about the Burning Man situation, or you don't want to talk about that?
I'll talk about whatever you want. So the Burning Man situation is insane. So last week, I paid money to be in his Patreon for like extra content and tea I can dig up.
Yeah.
So it's like my team and I had an early access into his Burning Man escapades, and we were laughing about how stupid he looked being lost in the California desert. And then this week, with Tiana, his ex-employee, who is... We need justice for Tiana.
Hold on. For those who don't know, his ex-assistant made a TikTok video. So we're going to play that video. Here we go. Roll it.
Hi. Okay, yes, so I quit my job. If you know who I work for, you know. You probably understand why I quit, but the main thing that pushed me over the edge was Burning Man. So get this. I had to go on a work trip to Burning Man to record a YouTube video. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm assuming my boss is gonna tell me like what I need to bring or like what to prepare for or like anything. I didn't get any details. I didn't even want to go in the first place, okay? I was getting bad vibe. I just didn't really want to go. So I asked him like a few days prior. I was like, did you already like buy the tickets or anything? Like it just doesn't really go with my schedule. And he like got mad and he's like, I dropped like $4,000 on this trip. Like, you need to let me know if you can't come. I was like, okay, like I'll just go, whatever. So I go, we fly to Reno, we get there. We wait like an hour in line for the rental car place. He goes up with an expired driver's license. How are you? I'm sorry, like, well, how did you think you could rent a car with an expired driver's license? So then he's like, you can do it, like me. And they're like, well, the person who, like, rents the car has to put their card down. So I had to put my card down, like a $400 charge on my card. And so the rental car was under my name. Then we drive to Burning Man, like 3 hours. That shit took 6 hours because he went off-road. He was like, fuck the GPS. I see it over there. Let's just drive straight through the desert. Also, I had half a bottle of water with me that entire time. We were in the middle of the desert, no phone service. He just starts going off-road in the rental car, drives in many ditches. Like, we got stuck at one point. I literally thought I was gonna die. And it was, like, so bumpy. My head fucking was, like, hitting the ceiling. I was anxious the entire time. Like, so anxious. It was like literally one of the worst experiences of my life. It was really bad. And then we finally get to Burning Man, like 5 hours later. We pull up, and then I asked him, I'm like, where are we sleeping? He's like, I'm probably not going to sleep because I have a lot of work to do, but you can sleep in the car. Oh, okay, that would have been nice to know. I could have brought like a pillow or something. I literally didn't even bring pants. Like I'm wearing shorts and a fucking Gap hoodie. And then we get there, we get the tickets, and he's like, oh, this is like a rave? I thought it was like a hippie commune thing. How the fuck you just drop $4K on a trip and you don't even know what it is? What? I'm like, okay, this guy's not as smart as I thought he was. I didn't even think he was, but I'm like, come on, dude, come on. Like, be fucking for real, okay? Anyways, so we get there. They don't sell water there or food. It's like it was a quick Google search, and I know I could have done it, but it's like I'm going on a work trip. Like I didn't think my boss was dumb enough to not fucking tell me any of this shit. But he didn't do a simple Google search, which if you type in Burning Man, you click on the thing. There's a big thing with a survival guide. It tells you that they don't sell food. They don't like buy or sell goods there. That's just how it is. So there was no water. I had half my water bottle from the airport, and no food, and we were in the middle of the desert, and I had to sleep in the car, and there was no bathrooms. There was just porta potties and hand sanitizer, and I didn't know that, and it was just fucking horrible.
Okay, we're back. So Tiana, I feel like I'm scared for Tiana because I feel like is he gonna sue her for breaking NDAs or something? But she had no water at that event, and then he had no driver's license.
Yes. So we have a long now pattern of Dennis Noodles breaking all the law. He doesn't have a driver's license. He drags his 21-year-old employee there with no food and water to Burning Man, makes her pay for the all of this, expenses with the rental car. goes off-roading with the rental car, gets lost in the desert. Tiana's thirsty, hungry, begging Dennis for some money. That's very weird for an employer, Dennis, to put his employee, Tiana, in such danger like that. So he doesn't have a driver's license, which is...
That's weird. That's weird.
He also doesn't have a liquor license, and he's selling liquor out of this comedy club. We just proved that he doesn't have a liquor license, and he's selling liquor in his comedy club on Sunset Boulevard there. So he has a pattern and a history of breaking the law, not really caring, very, very dangerous, narcissistic behaviors.
Yeah, yeah. And to me, it seems like he's on something. He seems like he's on, and so you're one of the very few people who got to see him in person. Did he seem like he was under the influence of something? I don't want to say it, but of something, or you think? Okay, boom. There you go. Okay.
So I can speak from personal experience because I looked into his eyes.
Whoa.
And I looked directly into his eyes, and this is no kidding, Rich. Multiple people said this. He has a look that I'd never seen before. He has a stare where he almost is looking past you, past the wall, and then just blacked out eyes, very dangerous looking dead eyes, very scary kind of blank hard face all the time.
Wow.
I didn't see him do any drugs, but I personally think that he was on some sort of speed, Adderall, Coke, or something like that, just based on his very erratic behaviors and kind of everything along those types of lines. And like I said, other people who saw him in person were saying the same exact thing.
Yeah, and just to be clear, guys, this is just our opinions, allegedly. We're not saying it's fact, just our opinions. So, take that for what it is. So, do you think that DEFNOODLES is spiraling out of control? I keep seeing that online, yeah.
100%. I think this man is lost. He's spiraling. He doesn't know who to trust. He's very paranoid. I think a lot of it might be drug-induced. And 100% he's spiraling, Rich. 100%.
Wow. He had such a, to me, like in the beginning, he had a great gig going on. He was getting decent views, and now it's just he's losing subscribers. Like I've never seen someone do this to their YouTube channel like this so quick. Like it mind blows me. And then I see a pattern of behavior, and this is what I want to say. After he pushed you, or he ran to Las Vegas, and took pictures in the hotel room, and I'm thinking, oh, this guy fled the city. He assaulted someone and then fled the city to I got a comedy show in Las Vegas, and it wasn't even a comedy show because people called it and said it didn't exist.
So I'm calling to ask if I heard this guy Dennis Faytosa was performing tonight at 11:30, but I clicked on the Eventbrite link to buy tickets, and it says the event is unavailable.
Yeah, he's not performing. I've never heard of the guy.
You've never heard of the guy? That's weird because he's claiming on his social media account with 100,000 followers that he was performing tonight. He's been hyping up this event and tweeting out tickets and stuff, so I'm just a little confused.
Yeah, I'm confused myself. I've gotten like 2 calls about this guy. I've never heard of him. We have sometimes comics show up to my club expecting what we call a guest spot, which is like a quick little 5-minute like audition or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he assumed he's doing that. I don't know. I've never heard of the guy, so.
Wow, that's crazy, man. All right, well, thanks for letting me know at least.
All right, no problem.
It looks like that to me, Rich. It looks like he was fleeing the scene of a crime, essentially. He was escaping out of state. That's exactly what I thought too. I said, this man's on the run from law. This man is gonna kidnap someone. He's dangerous. I think he is dangerous.
Okay, no. But here's the thing. So he went. I'm gonna turn it this way, guys. So he went to Las Vegas. He assaults you, pushes you, goes to Las. I had to have questions. I'm like, well, did he drive there? Because he has no driver's license. So who drove him? And then what happened to the money that he got from the ticket sales that didn't exist? And then he was only in Las Vegas for 1 day, and then he came back to the studio to film today. So it's like, what did you do in Las Vegas that 1 day?
I know.
That was insane.
He might not have even been in Las Vegas.
Oh, God. It could have been. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The stunt. The stunt. Okay, you guys, this has been an exclusive interview with Salvo Pancakes. I'm going to put his Instagram down below, his Twitter, YouTube, whatever he has. And if you have a GoFundMe for the lawsuit, I'll put it down below too so we can help support if you decide to do that. Do you have anything you want to say to the people out there?
Yeah, if someone could get me in contact with Nick Avocado, I would love to do a mukbang with him.
All right, bet. There it goes. Okay, you guys, this has been Salvo. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.